Most of you crave to be independent, to be more masculine, to be the guy who's eventually able to realize all the things out there, you know, to have the millions, to have the home, to have the house, to have the cars, to have the career, basically all of those things. Yet, when it comes to reality, most of us guys are fucking weak, okay? Are fucking weak. We are not able to decide by ourselves. We are not able to make decisions by ourselves. And most importantly, we are not able to stick with one freaking thing. Because we are just so easily distracted. We are just so easily distracted by all of these shiny objects out there that are just so shiny. Hey, a new business opportunity, you're jumping. Hey, a new girl, you're jumping. Hey, a new opportunity, you're jumping. So on and so forth. And don't get me wrong, this is how naturally human nature works. But on the other hand, we have to realize that if you would like to do anything in life worthwhile, and this is an especially important realization when we are in the switch between our teens and becoming a young adult, is that we have to figure out one path and stick with that shit, okay? And so the only way to actually exceed in anything is to eventually go ahead and stick with one thing, okay? And so just to mathematically represent you this idea, if you've ever heard about compound interest, some people talk about that as of the eighth wonder of the world. And so let me ask you this: which offer would you actually accept? You have to think about it, and you cannot reverse this offer. So offer number one: I'll be giving you $1,000 every single day for 30 days. You can spend it as you're getting it, okay? This is option number one. Option number two: I'll be giving you a penny every single day, and I'll be doubling the amount of the pennies that I will be giving you every single day for 30 days. 1 penny, okay? Now consider which option you're taking, brother. And so the ones who took the path of, hey, let me take the 30 grand, you're good. You've got a 30 grand. Yeah, although on the other hand, with the compound interest, you cannot spend it till day 30, okay? You cannot spend it till day 30. And so for the guys, again, who chose the 30 grand, will be with the idea that, hey, you got a 30 grand, you're good. Although on the other hand, the guys who thought a tiny bit about this whole idea, they made a little bit of calculation and they figured out that they would have made more than $5,500,000. $5,600,000 something, I do not know exactly the amount. This is the actual difference between always switching, always doing something new versus sticking with one freaking thing. This is the freaking difference. This is the freaking difference. And again, you can think about it, but you know, like with the 1 penny. So in the beginning, you cannot say it's like 1 penny, 2 penny, 4 pennies, 8, 16, 32, 70, 64, 128, and I think that we are on day 6 at this point. And you know, like almost a week passed and we didn't even hit like $1. Like, what the freaking hell are we talking about? It's like there's a 30 grand opportunity over there. Just we can grab that opportunity right over here. And so the idea over here is that if we are able to understand this concept, then we can win. And most importantly, we have to understand that this is the only concept that works. Because guess what? We will fucking die. So basically, time is our ultimate resource. Meaning that we have to max this thing out. Meaning that we'll have to pick something, no matter what the freaking hell is that. Just don't hate it, okay? So that's the thing. No matter what that thing might be, and stick to it as long as humanly possible. And so here comes this huge idea again, because again, think about that. If you want to become an entrepreneur, chances that you will be figuring out the new Facebook is fucking low. It's like fucking unrealistic, okay? And so if you are, so here's strategy number 1. You will be eventually trying to figure out a new venture and a new venture and a new venture, and you're spending 10 years trying to figure out new ventures. This is guy A, okay? Versus guy B starts a freaking trash business. a freaking trash business or a restaurant. And he's doing that for 10 fucking years. And guess which one will be the millionaire? The first guy will be still pitching the freaking ideas. Maybe he will be winning, but who knows? Like, yes, of course, like he might be winning. But the other guy just simply made a fucking million by sticking with one simple, boring shit. And so so now that we understand the concept, the most important idea is that how can we actually build up a characteristic, or would say a skill set that will eventually help us in order for us to not prevent ourselves to get there. And there's the reason why I was framing it this way, because we always know what to do to get there, okay? We always freaking know what to do to get there. We have to figure out what are the things that we do not do to get there. And yes, so these ideas are from Hormozi, but I really wanted to internalize it and share it from a different perspective too. And so what is happening here is that, for example, for me, at this very moment with the business that I'm launching, or I would say have been started, my goal, so basically my mechanism how to bring in clients is simple: cold outbound. So this is it. I'm using 2 channels. I'm experimenting with 2 channels. The main channel is cold outreach by phone, basic cold calls, and the second one is Instagram. I'm also building Instagram because, yeah, so that is something that is has an easier scalability potential. But the point over here is that I simply know what I'm supposed to be doing, okay? I simply know what I'm supposed to be doing. So if I would like to be 120% rational, then I'm supposed to be calling 8 freaking hours a day, Monday till Friday. That will be 8 hours of calling. And the rest, I would be also calling basically 2 hours, which would be the closing calls. So basically I have basically free touch closing process. So very first one is qualifying, second one is making sure that they understand the concept, and they qualify, and the third one is obviously the close. So the core idea here is that I'm supposed to be doing the actual qualifying and the prospecting, aka the cold calls, 8 hours, and I'll be doing 2 hours of the closing calls. And so if I would be willing to stick with this shit, then I'll be able to just get this thing done, bro. It's like I'll be able to bring in my first client in a week, for sure. And I'm struggling to bring in my first fucking client. And I've been struggling with this shit for more than, I'm approaching 2 months, okay? So I started to do this shit like two months ago. And okay, I'll be honest with you, like I was figuring out my offer, you know, like what my offer is, what I'm doing here, understanding the industry, but these are all excuses. These are all excuses, and I clearly exactly know. Because what I'm doing is that I'm just simply putting some BS inside of my mind, and I'm just trying to commit myself that, hey, there is something new, I'm supposed to be pursuing that new path. Like, hey man, like, you know, by the way, this is not a real excuse, but an actual real thing. So I was about to close down my current business, which required me to actually be there mentally. I mean, like, I had to make decisions. So yeah, split my attention. But the core idea here is that I just simply fucking know what I'm supposed to be doing. Yet I'm not doing it. Yet I'm figuring out, hey man, like I'm supposed to be running. Hey man, I do not really know if I want to do this thing, and so on and so forth. And the only way that I found that works, that helps us to stick on a path, because doing any fucking thing worthwhile sucks. It just sucks to the core. Picking up the phone and, hey man, no, like get the fuck out of my face, bro. No, it's like not the most heartwarming experience. And so at the end of the day, what we also have to do is that we just got to realize everything about it. It's like, this is how this works. And if I'd be willing to stick with this shit, then I'll be able to just simply go ahead and do that thing. But I'm just always figuring out something new. I'm just always getting distracted by something like, hey man, like I have to do this, I have to do that. It's like, I just cannot do that. And the only thing that works is to work out. The only thing that works is to just simply push yourself to the hard with the hard shit, and really like put yourself like so much control over yourself that you are also controlling your eat, and everything has to be revolved around this shit if you really want to stick with the path, because it is just so easy to do, you know, go down path. It's just so easy to do something else. And yes, so the most important part that we have to realize, brothers, is that this is the only path. We have to be strong mentally. We have to become strong mentally. That's the only path. And again, the actual idea is that this is not the opportunity most of the times. This is just us not being good enough regarding to business, regarding to music, regarding to YouTube, regarding to everything. This is not the opportunity that is bad. We do not really need a new opportunity. We really need to seek and find the actual depth of that thing, so therefore we can build up the character traits and the skills that are required in order for us to be decent enough, so therefore we can just simply go with that thing. So this is it. And brothers, this was just such a thought clearing monologue over here, and I hope that this had made some ideas clear for you too. So hope that helps. Love.